Hey, good morning. I want to share one of my favorite stories in the Bible. I don't know why. For so many reasons, this story is really fun to me. But this is how it goes. This is Exodus, the Old Testament, chapter 24, verses 9 through 13. It goes like this. Moses, Moses is the prophet of the Lord. Moses, his brother Aaron, and Aaron's two sons, Nadab and Abihu. So it goes, then Moses, Aaron, Nadab, and Abihu, and the 70 elders of Israel went up to the mountain. And they saw the God of Israel. Under his feet there seemed to be a pavement of brilliant sapphire stones, as clear as the heavens. Yet even though the elders saw God, he did not destroy them, and they had a meal together before the Lord. And the Lord said to Moses, "Come up to me on the mountain and remain until I give you the laws and commandments I have written on tablets of stone, so that you can teach them to the people." So Moses and Joshua and his assistant went up to the mountain of God. For some reason, this is really beautiful to me. Now, this is in the old covenant. This is God actually establishing the covenant. This is one of that time. This is the time exactly when God is establishing the old covenant, the law, that the Apostle Paul says became a tutor to teach us about sin. It was the law of God, but it's so beautiful that the elders of Israel and Moses, they get to go up on a mountain and have dinner with God. God makes them dinner. God says, "Hey, come on up and have dinner," and they get to see God. And yet, even though they were still, I guess, in their sin, God did not destroy them because he is holy. But something happened there that they got to see God. It's really cool. That old covenant really didn't quite work out, even though it taught us about sin. It didn't. It was impossible to keep. Nobody could keep it. Jesus was the only one that kept it. And God knew this. And in Jeremiah, he says, God says this, "This is the covenant I will make with the people of Israel. After that time, declares the Lord, I will put my law in their minds and write it on their hearts. I will be their God, and they will be my people." God so loves us. He so loves us. He wants to come and have dinner with us. He wants to provide. And he wants us to be holy as his Son is holy. In Revelation chapter 3, Jesus says this, "Here I am. I stand at the door and knock. If anyone hears my voice and opens the door, I will come in with that person and eat with that person, and they with me." So here's the point I'm getting at. I want to go eat and have dinner with God. I want to commune with him and talk with him and see how his day's going and tell him about what's going on with me. He's still that God. He's still the God that wants to commune with you, to take up residence, to tabernacle. Jesus allows us to do that. The death of Christ, he fulfilled the law and the prophets. He fulfilled the whole law. And now God has written that on our hearts. We don't have to fulfill it because Jesus did. But he wrote it on our hearts that we want to follow him and want to obey him. We still have a choice. We still have our choice. But when you want to do it, it's totally different. Eating with God, seeing him. For some reason, that's really powerful. It's a great way of creating community in wherever you live. That when people come and dine with you, they're actually coming and dining with Jesus. They're coming and dining. They may not see the sapphire stones, but they do see the love of God on your life. So here's the deal. I just pray God blesses you today. I pray that you can find the place to be with God, that you can actually sit and eat with Him, that you can actually go into that quiet place and find Him, because He's there waiting. He's waiting to write on your heart a lot of things. And there's already a lot of things there, but He's ready to reveal them to you. He's ready to make Himself real to you. Jesus is so proud of you. He has chosen you. So I pray God blesses you today. I pray that this gives you just a mental picture of just sitting down with God and having a great conversation. I pray that it will spark a conversation with you and God, because that's really what it's all about. It's all about your relationship with Him. So God bless you. Have a great day.